Welcome to MS Craftshop and a third installment in the summer tutorial series. I hope you'll join me and we'll have fun creating this item. The project is very fruity, fresh, tasty and above all, very easy. So let's get to work. For this project we will need a set of papers from Laserowe Love called Watermelon Summer. I bought 2 additional paper strips with die cuts from the same collection, 250 grams white paper, gold paper which I cannot show you in full as it's too reflective, white string, decorative border punch, a double-sided 3D foam tape, tag-shaped dies from Sizzix number 658784. Though I showed the pocket foil, please ignore it. I had a different idea, but I decided against it while working on the project. We start the project by making the base for a card. Prepare an A4, 250 grams white paper and from left to right, horizontally, mark points according to the given scheme. At 9 cm, 9.5 cm, 18.5 cm, 19 cm and then 28 cm. Cut off the remaining piece. Then score page according to the mark points. That will produce 3 separate panels on paper. And please don't forget to erase pencil markings. Let's mark 6.5 cm from the top on the first score from the left, which is at 9 cm from the left of the page. We will cut from the marked point to the top and then to the right of the page. The best tool for the job is a paper knife. Next, we will do the same from the third score, which is at 18.5 cm. Let's mark 6.5 cm from the top and remove that piece. Bend along score lines to create the basis for an accordion-shaped card. Start by cutting out a decorative paper which will apply to the card's panels. The gold paper panels should have 2 mm margins on each side. The pieces for the topmost layer should have an additional 3 mm margins. Hence, an elegant golden frame forms around the colored paper. Follow up by sticking prepared paper to the card's panels. I wrote down numbers on the decorative pieces and boards to remember where to attach them. Now we can take care of the pockets, which we will place on the back panels. The left pocket is 10.5 cm high, while the right one is 7.5 cm. Both pockets should have the same width as the gold paper. Decorate top edges with a border punch. In the meantime, let's cut and prepare the gold and decorative paper for the pockets. We will glue them together, but not on the pockets themselves. First, we must stick the pockets to the panels. Apply a small amount of glue on the side and bottom edges and press down gently. Follow up by gluing the prepared paper to the pockets. Using Sizzix 2 different size dies, I cut the tags. However, I would like to show you how you can make similar tags without dies. For example, we cut out a rectangle from the paper and cut off its top corners to produce the smaller tag. With crocodile or a hole punch, make the buttonhole in the top center of it, and the tag is ready. Finally, I gave up on these smaller tags and decided to use them in another project. However, I reminded myself that the Laserowe Love collection had a sheet with beautiful tags, so I used them instead. After cutting the tags, I made buttonholes using crocodile and decorated them with metal eyelets. The larger one is wide on one side and it provides a perfect space for greetings. I decorated the buttonholes with circles, which I cut out with a dia from the same set. Then tied a white string just to tie things up. The Laserowe Love collection has no slogans. For this reason, I use the slogans from Craft O'Clock collection, aptly named Catch a Moment. They are available in both English and Polish. Cut out the sayings and cut a piece of decorative paper to attach them to, keeping a 2 mm margin from all sides. Then cut the golden paper with an additional 2 mm margin as well. Using this method, I created all the slogans used in the project. Now we can stick them to the card. I stuck with one per panel, but you can go wild. I made this greeting card for my friend, and using slogans I wanted to inspire her. I hope she liked the idea. The most visible from the front, the first and second panels are decorated with elements from the Laserowe Love collection. However, to achieve a complete composition, I used additional paper strips that I needed to purchase. I stuck some of the elements on a flat surface and others on a double-sided 3D foam tape. Hence, the composition acquires a three-dimensional effect. And here we have it, the card in all its glory. Before saying goodbye, I wanted to show you a greeting card for my younger niece. I used papers from the same Laserowe Love collection, but different sheets. The card is a bit more watermelony. Please let me know if you like the project. Leave your comments under the video, subscribe, and see you in the following tutorial.